welcome back to our channel. And today, I'm gonna be ranking all of the best martial arts for self-defense. Okay, let's go. All right, so the best martial arts for self-defense. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got a lot to go through here. Aikido. No, this is not for self-defense. If you want to do meditation or something like that, Aikido is great. Aikido teaches you, exercise and all that. But for me, it just looks like your opponent is rolling for you. I'm sorry to all the Aikido practitioners, but I don't think Aikido is street effective. Next, Bartitsu. Bartitsu, it's certainly effective. Better than Aikido, at least. I think I'll give it a C right here. Just because Bartitsu isn't very, developed. It's a mix of boxing and jiu-jitsu. Or not even boxing, kickboxing, French one. Savate, right? It's a mix of savate and jiu-jitsu. I like the jiu-jitsu aspect. But the kickboxing, it could have been Muay Thai. That would have been a lot more effective. Next, U.S. Army Basics. Okay, this is meant to kill. This is meant to kill. This is for self-defense. In competition, it wouldn't be as good, but this is for self-defense, so it's great. BJJ, okay, over here. BJJ is mostly for competition, right? It's not really for, street fighting. I mean, it works. It works in the street. But if you're gonna do really, good self-defense, you can choose Gracie over Brazilian, in my opinion. But Brazilian is great too. I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is pretty good too. Boxing, okay. I think this one goes right here. Right here. Because, hear me out, boxing does teach pain tolerance. It teaches dodging, blocking, all that. But it doesn't necessarily use every part of their body and take advantage. There's no grappling in boxing. There's no kicking, right? So I would say it goes right there. Catch wrestling, okay. This one right here in the B tier. Jiu-jitsu, I would say, is a bit better than catch wrestling, but catch wrestling also works as a method of self-defense. Okay, now this one's combative defense system. Okay, this one, I would say it goes right there. Yeah, right there. Because BJJ is used for law enforcement. This one is just combative defense, right? So I think this one for defense is great. Competition, not that much. Gracie, okay, definitely up here. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, this is probably one of the best martial arts you'll ever find for self-defense. Guns and firearms. Right there. Right there. Alright, so, hear me out. If you don't know how to use guns and firearms, this won't do you much good. You might as well just do BJJ or Gracie, like I said, right? Hapkido. Okay, this one, I think it would go right there. Hapkido is a joint locking martial art, right? So it's emphasis on throwing, but mostly it's joint locking, right? So if some guy grabbed your collar or something, in judo or something like that, right? I'm not dissing judo, but judo, jiu-jitsu, karate, they all have all different methods. But in Hapkido, it would tell you to just, when they go like this, you would clock their wrist or press a certain area on their thumb so that it just snaps, right? And you don't know how painful that is, right? Your aggressor would probably be sitting on the floor and crying. So you could just walk away. So I think Hapkido is a pretty good one. For now, at least. And then, what's this? Jikundo. Okay, Jikundo. Jikundo, pretty good. Pretty good. Bruce Lee is better on philosophy than technique. I'm going to say that. Judo. Yeah, judo. Judo is throwing your opponent to the floor and subduing them with the submission. I think that's a great method of self-defense. But the thing is, it has no striking. That's the only problem with judo, right? But I think BJJ might be better than judo, but, kind of like that. Jiu-jitsu, the Japanese version, judo came from jiu-jitsu. BJJ also came from jiu-jitsu. But I think I would put jiu-jitsu right there. Because judo, they had no striking. Jiu-jitsu had striking. BJJ also has striking. And now what's this? Eskrima or Kali. I would put that right up here. Kali also has a unarmed and weaponry system, so I think this would be pretty good for self-defense. And the weapons aren't even too complicated, like it's like in some other martial arts, like for example Kung Fu, they use swords for wushu, right? But on the street, I don't think you'll find any swords on the floor, right? So Kali uses Kali sticks, right? Short sticks, anything, right? You could probably find that on the street if you really tried, right? Okay, karate. This one, I'm gonna assume this one is Okinawan. Okay, so Okinawan would go. I think it'd go right there. Yeah, Okinawan, because Okinawan's for self-defense, but it is a striking art, which will get countered by grappling art pretty easily. Kempo karate. Okay, Kempo karate. Right there. Just Kempo karate is just, I feel like it's good, but it's not like ideal for self-defense. Kickboxing. Okay, kickboxing. So I think this one would go right over here. Kickboxing, because this one, it's good and all, but there's so many other forms that are more effective than this one. So I think it'd go right there. Krav, definitely up here. Right there. Krav Maga. It's meant to kill. Again, it's for self-defense. Kuk Sool-Won. Right there. Kuk Sool-Won. Kuk Sool-Won is basically, I guess you could call it a mix, a hybrid, right? So I would say it's up here. That's some grappling, some striking, right? Alright, MMA. It is the sport kind, so I think it would go right over right here. Because mixed martial art is depends what you mix. It could be a good combo or a bad combo, right? So I would just put it right there just to be safe. Muay Thai. Definitely up here. Muay Thai. One of the best striking arts you will ever find. Tactical police. Okay. So these are police tactics. These aren't as good as the army tactics, but they are pretty good. Right there. Yeah. I would put it right there. Shaolin Kung Fu. Okay, this one teaches pain tolerance, but it doesn't really have live sparring. So I would put this one right here. Right there. Pencak Silat. Okay. Silat. This one is pretty good for self-defense. It's all about violence, so I think it's pretty good. Taekwondo. Okay, let's see. It only uses their legs, so that's kind of a disadvantage for Taekwondo. Or not there, sorry. I think it'd go right here. Right there. I think that's the ideal spot for Taekwondo. Tai Chi. No. This is meditation, not martial arts. Or it is martial arts, but it's just meditating, not very martial artsy, right? Wing Chun. Right there, I think. Because Wing Chun, it uses both grappling, or all three, grappling, striking with the feet and the arms. So I think it's pretty good. Wrestling. Maybe right there. Wrestling, I feel like, is just a worse version of catch wrestling and BJJ combined. So I would put wrestling right there. It's almost at B tier, but not quite. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Martial Arts Man. And please consider liking, subscribing if you liked it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time on the Martial Arts Man.